Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stalkers and NINZA Pro Traders. For the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to give you targets to the upside, targets to the downside, possible areas of consolidation. So let's take a look at what's going on last night at the open. Looks like we opened somewhere around this pivot in the zone right in here, about the 2080 area, 2079.75. You can see we came back down and immediately tested our first zone here and a DTZ. Moved straight up to the next zone, breaking the 24-hour VWAP, breaking our EMA. We just went sideways until about 12:30 at night Central Standard Time, pulled right up into the next zone, and at that point, that's when we came right back down. And this is with coincides with after the market had been open overseas for a few minutes, right down through the zones to the bottom of it here, as it just kind of bleeds to the downside, right back up, and then we just consolidated sideways for a few minutes, and then right down to a pivot into from yesterday area at 2080.25, and then drove right back up through this zone and the 24-hour VWAP, and we kind of a mini double top right here, and pull right back to this EMA right here. So let's take a look at what might happen for tonight. First of all, let's go back here and take a look that the overnight low was 2077.75, and then we had the overnight high right here at 2089. So let's go look for the upside today. As we go through, we just went up, retested right in this area here at the 2087. We've pulled back, and now we're retesting this EMA and this zone and the 20-year up. So we've got very strong support right in this area between 2085, 2083. So what we'd like to do this at this pullback, this is a good time for an aggressive long entry, to be quite honest, and pull right up into the first target area of 2088.50. And after this, look for a bit of pullback to retest this mid level here at 2086.75, and then we should build a drive straight up to the other side, probably about mid 90s, maybe all the way up to this 2093 area before we get a little bit of a pullback into the zone, maybe all the way back to the zone, maybe just back to 92, and then we'll drive up and test this strong DTZ resistance at 2093.75 area. Now we need, if we hit this zone, we're possibility of pulling all the way back to this double top area from this morning and make a double top at 2089, and then go right back up or consolidate here for a few minutes. So be cautious in this area once we hit this DTZ. If we just get a small pullback, more than likely we're going to drive straight up into this 2096 area, 2090 area, major DTZ. So, unless we got another real strong market going opposite what we did yesterday, this is probably going to be the top of the market here at the 2098 area. Just above it though, we've got the 21, and we got a DTZ here, and we've got here at 2103, and then next zone up here at 2106 area. So be cautious when you get up into those areas. If we happen to get all the way up in here, I would look for a total pullback like we've been having aggressively. I would say pullback maybe to the 98, but more than likely this 2100 will then become a very key level for us to watch for the day. Let's look to the downside. If we come back through these zones and we trade through 2083.50 down to about the 2082, look for a pullback here to this zone at 2083, just a couple point pullback, and look for a drive down to this green pivot point here, and for a double bottom, maybe bleed through just to this DTZ. How I expect if we get down here to this 2078, we're going to get a bouncing right in this area to go right back up to this zone and test this mid zone again, and the VWAP wherever we happen to intersect it over here to this side. So be cautious of this area. But once we do that, then we can pull right back up into the upper scenario going to the long side. However, if we get here and it comes back up here and fails it right back at this pivot line at 2080, and we drive down through this zone, looking to cross this support where we had before hit 2077, look to drive all the way down to 74.50, possibly 72 area in this area. Again, any of these low points are a possibility for reversal along the way because of the way the market is setting up. So be cautious with this, okay? We break through this zone, look for a pullback down in here to the 71 area, something like that, and then back up to retest the bottom of this zone, about 72, and we should get a hard drive down to the 60 area, down to the 64 or 50 in that type area. So be cautious. I expect that to be the very bottom if we happen to break down though and have another down day. And then of course here at the bottom somewhere in the zone, look for the strong bounce back up into this area. Good chance to pick up points to close out the day. So if you have any questions, contact Frank at TradeStalkers.com, and have a great day.